Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world, online at Z107.7fm.com. This is your Z107.7 local news for Saturday, August 31st, 2024. Summer is starting to wind down a bit on the West Coast, and even though that's not necessarily reflected in the hot holiday weather we're currently experiencing this weekend, it's nice that the warmest part of our days are sandwiched by cooler temperatures. For me, that means early morning weekend garage sales. Some more professional pickers will plan their route and check online groups for advertised sales. But not me. I prefer to throw caution to the murder winds and head out in a freshly cleaned out car, cruising neighborhoods and driving down dirt roads hoping to catch a glimpse of a sale or at the very least a sign pointing me toward one. But every once in a while, a yard sale sign will do me dirty by promising a big sale only to arrive to an empty yard, or even worse, I lose the trail completely and my entire bargain hunting momentum is thrown off, meaning some other middle-aged guy is going to score a really great Devo record for a quarter. If you're holding a yard sale, advertising it with signs will get you the dough you're looking for, but don't forget to do the courteous last step by going out and picking up your signs. Most busy intersections in the Morongo Basin have some old, faded yard sale signs that just become litter. I'll usually grab the ones in my neighborhood that are old or have blown into the road, and I've even found signs secured to boxes with nails and screws, destined to become somebody else's problem as a flat tire. In the spirit of bargain hunting, I propose that we make a deal on the high des. By simply putting a date on your yard sale sign, folks driving around won't be fooled into turning up a street with nothing for sale on it, and it gives folks who like to clean up litter a clear message that the sign is out of date and can be trashed. But let's just do it ourselves, right? The next yard sale you hold, close down a little early and cruise your neighborhood, cleaning up the signs that you've posted, and bring some of that newly earned cash. You never know what you're going to find hiding out there in the garages and backyards in our wonderful and weird Mojave Desert. Speaking of bargains, the Landers Open Air Flea Market returns this afternoon from 4 to 8. Send off the summer with a view of the Homestead Valley fireworks that will light up the night sky when the sun drops. Vendor space is free for anyone who wants to sell their goods. You can always find an eclectic mix of handmade gifts, homemade goodies, arts, crafts, and new and used household items for sale from your local Landers neighbors. There'll also be refreshments by Desert Midnight Lemonade, and the lodge will have hot dogs and hamburgers as well. That's the world-famous Landers Open Air Flea Market, starting today at 4 and going until 8 at the Moose Lodge, 58266 Ricci Road in luxurious and low-key Landers, California. Got questions? Call Randy, 760-974-6475. A new moon is coming this weekend with a new moon ceremony being held in Joshua Tree Sunday night. Out of the inky darkness, our man with the astrolabe, Jeff Harmatz, joins us with more.
The Lou Harrison House in Joshua Tree is hosting a new moon ceremony with Kim Marcus, a Serrano Cahuilla elder. Marcus will be sharing origin stories with songs around an outdoor fire. After the new moon ceremony, a food offering will be provided. The New Moon event is part of the Harrison House's Native Voices series, which will be held every Sunday in September. Marcus will offer a different workshop featuring Native culture and practices each week. The event begins tomorrow at 7 p.m. and runs until 10 p.m. at the Lou Harrison House in Joshua Tree. The event is free, but organizers ask that you register in advance at louharrisonhouse.org or call 760-366-4712. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Jeff Harmatz.
Clue plays its final weekend at Theater 29, and reporter Adeline J. Wells joins us with her review of the board game turned play.
I had the pleasure of attending a matinee performance of Theater 29's production of Clue, directed by Catherine Ferguson. The play is based on the screenplay from the 1985 film written by Jonathan Lynn. Both draw heavy inspiration from the classic Hasbro board game, in which players must determine which character committed a gruesome murder. The role is seamlessly transferred to audience members in this production, making for a smart, engaging, and wildly funny farce meets murder mystery. The game's 6 traditional characters return in an early Cold War-era setting, where the suspicion and paranoia of the times bleed from politics into a dinner party held at Body Manor. Pseudonyms mask the guests' true identities, each plagued by personal secrets and questionable motives. When their blackmailing host is suddenly murdered, the characters must determine whether to trust or turn on one another to identify the killer. This set was impressively well designed, spanning the entire front of the theater. All decor was of the times, and a series of prop doors represented the manor's many different spaces, which characters snuck in and out of coyly. The classic board game layout hung in the backdrop of many scenes, tying together the production with its inspiration. All 6 guests were diverse in their deliveries and had undeniable chemistry. Along with a talented supporting cast, all actors garnered near constant laughter from the audience as they were drawn into the quick-moving mystery. With vibrant actors, quick comedy, and a captivatingly fast tale, Clue will keep you laughing and guessing until the final curtain, or body, falls. The show continues its run at Theater 29 through September 1st. Tickets can be purchased online at theater29.org or by calling the Theater 29 box office at 760-361-4151. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Adeline J. Wells.
Grab a calendar and a pen because some popular fall activities have announced their dates and you'll want to keep track of them as more fall fun fills the basin. On September 28th, the annual Joshua Tree National Park Association Bighorn Benefit Dinner and Auction is being held to benefit the Desert Bighorn Sheep Surveying Program. Tickets are already on sale at joshuatree.org. The Highway 62 Open Studio Art Tours are the first 3 weekends in October. That's the 5th and 6th, 12th and 13th, and 19th and 20th. The event is free and amazing. The Mojave Desert Land Trust Fall 2024 Native Plant Sale will be Saturday, October 26th. Don't forget it's 10% off as a member, and depending on how many plants you're buying, that could pay for itself pretty quickly. And then after the holidays, don't forget about King of the Hammers returning to Johnson Valley from January 23rd to February 8th. You'll either want to make plans to stick around town or light out of it, depending on your appetite for off-roading. If you want more info on any of these upcoming high desert events, we'll have links at our website. And there's a couple closures down the hill you'll want to be aware of on this holiday weekend. Whitewater Preserve is closed today through Monday for Labor Day and resumes regular hours on Tuesday at 8 a.m. The Palm Springs Aerial Tramway will observe holiday hours for Labor Day weekend through Monday. Today and tomorrow, the first tram up is at 8 a.m., the last tram up is at 9 p.m., and the last tram down is 10:30. Then on Labor Day, the first tram up is at 8 a.m., the last tram up is at 8 p.m., and the last tram down is at 9:30. And the final guided nature walks by Mount San Jacinto State Park volunteers will take place on Sunday. These walks, which are conducted Sundays during summer months, feature a choice of 2 easy trails: the Desert View Trail, a 1.5-mile route beginning at 11 a.m., and the Long Valley Nature Trail, a 3/4-mile loop beginning at 1:30 p.m. There's no advance registration needed, and there's no charge. The final summer walk begins at the bottom of the Mountain Station Concrete Trail. Get more information on the tramway by visiting pstramway.com. And that's your local news for Saturday. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting out of Joshua Tree, California, alongside the award-winning Z107.7 News team, I'm Robert Hayden.